Hi, my name is Greg Trekingast. I'm going to do a speech on Phil Mickelson. Have you ever wondered how Phil Mickelson rose to the top of the PGA Tour, which is a professional golf association? He's one of the greatest golfers in history, yet not everybody's aware of the challenges he's faced and how he gives back to others through all the charity work that he does. Today I'll talk about Phil's life, his challenges, and his accomplishments. Here's a picture of Phil when he was a young kid. His dad cut up a regular iron for him to use because they didn't have located irons when he was about 1.5 years old. So he was always playing since he could walk. He always held a club and started playing golf. He was born in Philip Alfred Mickelson in San Diego, California on 16 June 1970. One thing that people don't realize about him, they call him lefty, but he's actually right-handed. He became right-handed because he would mirror his dad and mimic him, and he'd be standing at him, so he became left-handed that way. When he was 4 years old, he played his first 18-hole course, and he would just run around from hole to hole and couldn't get enough. They had a hard time pulling him off the course. After school, he'd run from home to the golf course and was always on the course. His dad was a retired Navy pilot, and then he became a commercial pilot. So he had a lot of time they could spend with him before school and stuff like that. So we spent a lot of time practicing on the golf. He went to college at the Arizona State University from 1988 to 1992. And he's quoted as, "School is a commitment I made." Everybody wondered why he didn't turn pro, because he very well could have. He said, well, he made his commitment to school and he wanted to finish his degree. So he got a degree in psychology, and as soon as he got his degree, he turned pro. Here's a picture of his family here. He married his wife Amy in 1996, and they have 2 girls, Amanda and Sophia. Their ages 12 and 14. They also have a son, Evan, whose age is 10. Now for some of the challenges he's had. In May of 2009, his wife Amy was diagnosed with breast cancer. He took a month off from the PGA Tour until her health was better, where he could compete again. The PGA Tour players that played with him and supported him all wore pink. And then in July of that same year, his mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. So he took another month off from the PGA Tour, and his wife, she went to the same hospital his wife went to for the treatment. And then in 2010, he was diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis. And psoriatic, if you look at the definition, is a chronic skin inflammation. And arthritis is inflammation of the bones. So it's a very painful joint condition, and it can swell up your hands and stuff to make them feel like sausages. So you can imagine being a golfer, how much your hands come into play, how this has affected him. But then he started taking Enbrel, and he's endorsed by Enbrel, and that seemed to help his condition, and that gets him by for now anyway. For some of his accomplishments, when he was in high school, he won 16 San Diego junior events and 12 American Junior Golf Association events. When he was in college, he was an amateur. He was the first lefty to win the amateur title in 1990. And he won his first PGA Tour event at age 20. He's only the sixth person in history to ever accomplish that. He has 3 NCAA championships, and as a pro, he has 3 Master wins, which was in 2004, 2006, and 2010. The Masters is one of the 4 majors that you can win as a professional, and it's very hard to do. So for him to win 3 of those is pretty phenomenal. And then he has 41 PGA Tour wins, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame of Golf in 2012. He's second on the all-time money list, and 2011, he was the second highest paid sports person in the United States, and he made $62 million, and $53 million of it was through endorsements. He wrote a book here called Secrets of the Short Game. He's a very risky player, and he's very good with the short game, and he's very known for his what they call the flop shot, which is real high shot, it goes up and down real quick. He gives to a lot of charities. He has a Special Operation Warriors Foundation, which helps for children of fallen soldiers. There's homes for the troops. They help build homes from people that were hurt in the war, and they help build them a new house or rehabilitate their house that they have to help them get along better. And then there's Birdies for the Brave, and it supports the troops that were injured during combat. So they're kind of all tied together, but there's still 3 different charities. And then he and his wife also have a Phil and Amy Foundation, one which foundation helps with youth, families, and initiatives. In conclusion, Phil Mickelson is an incredible golfer. He had a great career, and he's overcome a lot of challenges while he's staying on top, and really gives back through all the charities, through all of his work, and that's why I like him so much. And then here's a sheet of some of his stats.